But look, let's go to the Courier Mail now. Chris Jones, you've spent a lot of time in Queensland, a lot of your career as a journalist there, and you'll be probably very shocked to see that farmers are turning to a life of crime. And they're stealing water from their neighbours because they simply have to. And a lot of this is to keep their cattle alive, keep their crops alive. We've got people who are having to lock their gates to stop their neighbours from coming in and taking water. It's getting completely out of hand. We've had we've had $100 million for the farmers promised by Scott Morrison recently. That's great, but surely we need something bigger. We need dams. Don't we need bigger thinking on this issue?
Well, we do, as we always should. I think it was anything but an accident. It was really telling that Scott Morrison essentially flew the plane straight from the US to Dalby today to go and visit some drought-affected farmers. It shows what a big issue it is up there in Queensland. Yeah, I did spend most of my life in Queensland, and I certainly know that it's a place that is very much that drought. And followed by, these droughts can go for years, and then what tends to happen is you get the floods that follow that, and the poor old farmers are the ones who have to suffer the consequence of both. But we're in the middle of what appears to be an incredibly bad drought now, and if you've got instances like that, I mean, it's shown, isn't it, that people are breaking into properties and stealing water. You know how bad things are when those of us in the cities just take it for granted that we turn on the tap and there's all the water we need. Yeah, I agree. We should be doing more to help the farmers, as we always should. I'm not sure if it's government's role to just go and bail them out. I think maybe it's something that all of us need to be thinking about, donating to appeals to make sure that it's coming out of our pockets as well as the government.
That's a good point. Parnell, can I get your thoughts on that? Do you think it's the role of government to be planning these big infrastructure projects? I personally think we owe a duty to the farmers and then we should dig deep. I do feel like it's our responsibility. What do you think? Yeah,
no, I agree. I think that we make a strategic decision as a country to keep farming onshore for really important reasons, partly for food security reasons. And so in order to do that in a country which swings from one extreme of climate to another, a little bit of government investment, which means, of course, taxpayer investment, is absolutely right. You'll notice also, to Chris's point, that the PM was wearing a Fiver for a Farmer shirt tonight, which is an initiative for the community to help farmers, help them out directly. But of course, what is needed is really big infrastructure. So yes, a bit of community love goes a really, really long way. And if that's expressed through donations, through a kind word, whatever.
It'll be hard to raise enough donations for a multi-billion-dollar dam, though. Is what
exactly
I'm
right. So that is something where it does have to be the taxpayer as represented by the government.
Sure.